Everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me.
So first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand? Thank you, babies. Also, chosen ones, you already know I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind. Thank you, J. Michelle. Also, chosen ones, you already know my voice is too raspy to be whispering, all right? So this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, okay? So before we get started, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribes, your gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. Because I don't always get the pause in the middle of my message and when I'm relaying to say that to you. So thank you so much, chosen ones, all right? Also, for those of you who have to pop in and out, I understand completely. I will have this on YouTube for you to watch as well, all right? So thank you and I appreciate you. Now, chosen ones, there's a few messages that I do have to relay, but the first is this. Thank you, Serena. As far as chosen ones, you have set certain boundaries, right? So you came a long way. You cannot compare yourself to who you used to be because you changed a lot of things, right? So again, I want you to give yourself acknowledgement, chosen ones, because you went and healed you. You started to align with the real you, and you're now open to receive the things that you know that are divinely aligned for you, right? So we have to start off by giving you your flowers because you don't even realize how the smallest steps that you're doing are having the biggest impact. So you may feel like because your finances or your material things do not reflect the moves that you're making or the attention, recognition, or the appreciation that you're receiving, you may not feel like it's being acknowledged. You understand, appreciated, whatever the case may be. I want you to realize, chosen ones, you did the work that was necessary to be done. You're the person who came and broke certain cycles based upon people that you were connected with. You understand me? So you sat there and saved certain lineages from certain darkness. You sat there and created a new path, regardless if you was on by yourself while you was doing those things. Like, know that you're making moves. Also, chosen ones, know that because you're breaking cycles, that is stopping certain your children, other people around you, for having to go through it too. So you're somebody who is selfless. You're somebody who thinks about the team dynamic. You're thinking about the bigger picture. So you need to give yourself acknowledgement because you compare yourself too much to the 3D aspect of things, right? So if you're only focused about money and finances and you're thinking that compares pertaining to your worth, that's not true, chosen ones. You're a 5D individual. Your value is within you. You understand me? You're somebody who creates opportunities. See, I'm going to have to say this. Chosen ones, you downplay certain things based upon your abundance, but think about this, right? So there's parts in the Bible that when they talk about Jesus, right, they say that he turned water to wine. See, that water had to get provided from somebody else in order for him to change certain things, right? So you sometimes, chosen ones, don't even realize because you have such a powerful position, because you're somebody who really has certain gifts that whether or not that's based upon the habits that you have or hobbies that you have, so on and so forth, skills, trades, whatever the case may be, you're somebody who's breaking certain dynamics. So you have to realize you're somebody that you could plant one seed and produce various things. You're somebody that think about the situations that you've been in where you had to make this amount stretch until this, right? You've been put in this position for a reason. So why do you not give yourself recognition? Because you're not seeing finances, because you're not seeing certain material things. You're a 5D individual. You're somebody, chosen ones, that not everything that you have other individuals have. God trusted certain gifts with you, certain again talents that you have, so on and so forth. So give yourself more power than you do, because you could read certain scriptures not even realizing, chosen ones, some of you are reading about you. See, you're not realizing, chosen ones, that some of you, your name rings bells in the spiritual world as far as recognition. Now again, I say this because Jesus said, Jesus was a prophet. Just like as far as Noah, so on and so forth, there was various Bibles chosen ones. There's various stories. So there's some of you that, yes, this story highlighted about Jesus, but there's other books that there's other prophets as well. You understand me? That have missions. The same pertaining to you. So you have to realize that you have a bigger picture, a bigger accomplishment to do than this 3D stuff. So stop comparing your wealth to material things. See, I had to get off course a little bit to put somebody in alignment, right? So I'm going to get back to the original message, but God was like, nah, you need to relay that, so I needed to say that, all right? Now, which brings me to this, chosen ones. With you knowing your worth, you starting to acknowledge certain things that you were getting as far as people treating you, people deceiving you, so on and so forth. I want you to realize, chosen ones, you're starting to realize that that didn't reflect the value of you. That didn't reflect as far as what you were, right? Now, with you setting boundaries, there's some of you chosen ones that you're focused on certain people getting karma based upon how they treated you. See, I don't want you to get caught up in your past and you keep replaying the scenes and putting yourself back through it. See, you're not supposed to, chosen ones, keep replaying certain things that happened to you, because now guess what? You're putting yourself back in that cycle. You're to step outside of it. You're to speak it, to release it. You're to call judgment on it, but you're not to get caught up in it, right? So with that being said, you calling judgment on certain individuals that did you wrong, certain individuals, you setting your boundaries. I want you to realize what's happening. See, chosen ones, you calling that judgment, you knowing your worth, that has karma coming into people that you intended to come into, but also people that you weren't aware was that were working against you. So, and I'll explain it to you, right? So you're setting a boundary, talking about that you don't want nobody to disrespect you no more. You're not going to have that boss disrespect you. You're no longer tolerating disrespect from certain friends or peers that you had. You're talking about you're not going to let so-and-so that's a stranger talk stuff over the internet, whatever the case may be, right? So you have such a standard when it comes to certain things, but you don't correct that mother, that family, that mother, that brother, that sister, that auntie, whatever the case may be, that's disrespecting you. So you want the world to respect you. You want everybody to no longer talk down to you, but you're setting a certain acceptance based upon the position that this person plays. So because certain people have titles, you're willing to accept certain things. That's not going to happen. So I want you to realize that when you're calling judgment on that partner or that past person who disrespected you, belittled you, made you feel less of you, you're also calling judgment on those people around you that are doing it too. And you're not going to like how God's going to have certain karma happen, but that's why he's dissing you from them, so you don't feel the wrath of it. See, there's some of you chosen ones that's talking about, oh, well, you want anybody who was doing black magic on you to pay. Anybody who was doing black magic on you, with ill intentions, whatever the case may be. See, you may have just assumed that it was so-and-so that was doing black magic, which was true. But some of you had people that was close to you that was doing magic on you too. See, some of y'all had family doing magic on you, so you stayed in a certain illusion, so you continue to pour into them, so you didn't step outside of your comfort zone, that you didn't step outside of those illusions. See, some of you had people close to you doing love spells on you to keep you away from your divine individual, to keep you in certain Jezebel spirit, so you continue to give yourself to certain people who weren't supposed to have access to you, so that you continue to be a source for certain demonic energies. See, there's certain friends that was doing black magic on you to make you feel less of you, so that you sat there and settled for certain individuals that you entertained, or you felt less of them, or whatever the case may be. There's certain people that was close to you that was doing destiny swaps as well, or they attempted to. See, when you argue, when you step up in your power, these individuals can no longer swap certain destinies with you. But if you forfeit your position, that means that you're not aligning in your purpose, you're not healing you, you're not living in your truth, you're not being you, you're not proud of you, so on and so. Don't you know that puts them in a position where they can claim it? That's almost like when you have those lost and founds. After a certain amount of time, if somebody don't claim that, they end up giving that out, right? See, chosen ones, you have to live in your truth. You have to accept you for being authentically you, but you also have to stop allowing certain individuals to have access to you too. So when you're asking God to show you the truth about certain individuals, don't try to turn the other way when he starts to show you certain things about people that were right up under your nose too, because that's no different than that mother who turned her eye when she knew certain people was doing foul things with you, when she knew that partner was a little too touchy than they should have been, or that father figure who knew that you was getting abused but chose not to step up and play their position in, right? So, or that whatever the case may be. So you would be no different than those people, right? Because you would be turning the other cheek to certain things that you know that you're seeing. See, God's been telling you signs that certain people that you were around wasn't right. There's certain people that had insurance policies on you in attempt to make do black magic to have you sick, so you start speaking sickness on you too. There's some people that actually was poisoning your chosen ones. There's certain people that was connected to partners that was doing black magic on you, and they was willing to try to sacrifice you to prove this love to this other individual. See, there's a lot of things, chosen ones, that God is now going to have presented to you, and you're going to start knowing the truth about these individuals. See, had he showed you back then, you would have been too close to these individuals. Not only that, you may not have even believed them. See, some of these things that's getting presented, you already intuitively been feeling or seeing, right? But you've been doubting yourself because these people didn't accept that. They didn't admit that, whatever the case may be. They had the gift of gab, so they tried to do reverse psychology. See, chosen ones, God's starting to show you who's not for you. Also, because you are aligning with the things that are for you as well, I want you to realize that God's making room for the things that are no longer serving you, right? So with that being said, in order to get what is for you, you have to release what is not. There's some of you chosen ones that still holding on to that engagement ring or that jewelry that the past person gave you. That is a bound on you. That keeps you connected to that individual. Some of these people did magic or did certain ill intentions or spoke certain things pertaining to you. So when they gifted you these items, that was almost to keep like a GPS on you, a bound on you. You understand? A hex on you, so on and so forth. So that engagement ring gotta go. You sitting there parading around, switching the other hand. Nope, that's no longer serves you. There's some of you that has to get rid of old jewelry that's connected to family members that had certain cycles connected to them. See, if you're claiming them and you're accepting certain things from them, just know that you're going to get part of that karmic consequences that they have coming in too. See, some of y'all don't realize this is a different era that you stepping into. It's the end of an evil era. So anything, chosen ones, that does not reflect God, that does not reflect as far as positive energy, you being your authentic self, just know you're going to, everything's going to go against you. So some of y'all like to follow trends. I'm going to give you the heads up on the next trend. God, being in your divine light. See, right now was not even the opportunity for you to even try to do anything foul. So if you're somebody who never did any mistakes in your life, and now all of a sudden this is not the time to do it, baby. Karma is coming instantly. So you never been a fraudster, but now you want to fraud, your ass is going to go down instantly. You sat there and chosen ones, you ain't never did magic. Now all of a sudden you want to do magic. You going down the same way as these demons and these other people that was doing spells and all that other shit. It don't matter if it was your first offense or your 20th. Your ass is getting the same karma and consequences that they gonna get. You understand? Because you knew better. See, God's showing you signs that talk. See, God only protects babies and fools, if you really want to know, right? See, he gives you the tools to be able to protect you. But he only really covers as far as certain foolishness from babies and fools. But you're no longer a fool when God starts to present certain signs to you. So when he starts to give you that intuitive feeling that that person is not for you, that that person is lying on you, that person is speaking ill on you, you're starting to feel things. You're no longer a fool because he done showed you clearly and you getting got a confirmation too. See, chosen ones, as far as there's certain things that you no longer can turn the blind eye to. So your family, some of y'all are getting disconnected from them. See, if you have a good family, chosen ones, you know I'm not talking about you, but there's some of you chosen ones that Nah, the people that you were so loyal to, you're going to start to see that these individuals were never loyal to you. See, your intuition, God gave you a heads up on what these individuals intended before they had an opportunity to do it. And some of y'all allowed these people to persuade you that you wasn't seeing what you was seeing, that you wasn't feeling what you was feeling. So there's some of you that God didn't sat there and told you what these individuals intended to do. They was going to lie on you, cheat on you, deceive you, was going to try to kill you, was going to try to whatever the case may be. God didn't showed you certain things, but you allowed the enemy to persuade you that what God was saying wasn't true. So you listen to the devil more than you listen to God. See, your intuition, that's your personal line to God. That's that walkie-talkie in a sense. Not everybody has access to that. So some of y'all are wondering what your gift is. The gift of intuition, because not everybody gets that heads up. You got to be connected to God. You had to pay for that. You understand? That's like a service that God provides that's extra. You understand me? Now, with me saying this, chosen ones, you have to, when I say that's a service that you have to pay, you got to be living in your faith. You got to be listening to God. God's not going to gift you or gift these demonic individuals that are just mad about how God favors you, but you listen to what God tells you to do. Don't listen to that. This is not the time. You're about to see a lot of individuals that were so high and mighty fall. You understand? Because they wasn't supposed to be in that position. This is not just celebrities. These are people around you too. There's certain pastors, preachers. There's certain monarchs of the family. There's certain dark secrets that they thought was going to stay hidden that are now starting to come to the surface. See, chosen ones, when I told you it's the end of an evil era, God gave the devil a certain timeline that he was able to still live in his house in a sense. See, you gotta realize that God made everything. Earth is just a little salt-like portion, and there's more to the earth than what your ass even sees. See, we gonna get into some trippy talk, but I'm gonna come back for that, right? But I'm gonna tell you this, chosen ones. God gave, as far as certain people, a timeline to get it together. The people who allowed the devil to deter them, God was like, all right, I'm going to give you an opportunity to get yourself together. So the same way that your grandmother or your mother had that house, or your people had a house, or some of it was you, and there was somebody that was living with you that wasn't right, what did you say? Oh, nah, now you take your ass in that room. Don't come out here with that craziness. Like, you're not going to mess up the whole energy in the house because you mad, because you feeling upset, or you want everybody else to feel how you feeling. So the first thing that you say is what? Tell them to stay away with all of that, right? So you may not kick them out. You may say, all right, well, you can have a portion of the house, right? You can have your room. That's your area. But when you come out here, don't come with like that, right? I say that, chosen ones, because just know earth, that's the devil's playground in a sense. That's like the location or the home that your grandparents said that so-and-so could still stay in. That's like that room or whatever the case may be that you're still allowing that person to stay in that you know needs to go, right? After a certain amount of time, guess what's going to happen? You're going to make your mind up. You're going to force them to find a relocation, right? It's the end of an evil era. That's why, chosen ones, you've been isolated, because there's evil in the air. As God's using certain winds to lift up veils, there's certain demonic energies that are now coming to an end, or certain demonic people that are starting to lose their life in a sense, and now those demons are trying to find another vessel to get into. So right now is not the time for you to allow those karmic energies to get to you. This is not the time to be sleeping around. If you never slept around before, this is not the time to start, because you're going to get diseases and demons, and you're going to be bound to some shit that you was not expecting. You understand me? As far as, again, chosen ones, fraudulent stuff. If you can't get it based upon your own accord, you're not supposed to get it then. It's not for you. God's going to have somebody get, or an opportunity get presented. This is not for you to try to take your turn at no fraud shit. This is not you claiming funds that don't belong to you. This is not you changing certain paperwork to adhere to you. No, because your ass is going to go down. It's going to work against you, because God already has it set up that the truth will prevail. Okay, the will prevail. You understand? So this is not that time. You're going to go down, and it's not no explaining it. Okay. Also, chosen ones, be mindful. These demons is showing their ass. There's some of you right now where you got siblings and shit that are like the Cain and Abel type tip. You need to see which one you are, all right? Because there's some of these people, chosen ones, where, and I say this because there's some of you that are not realizing that these people that you're connected to, yes, they have moments of clarity, but they allow a lot of demons to have access to them. There's a lot of you're about to see. You understand? So you're about to see, chosen ones, like them really morph in front of you. You're going to really see the black in their eye. These are some demonic ass individuals you're going to see. So pay attention to your energy, because you're going to feel their projections. So if you're feeling real like flighty, that's a demonic energy. Now let me say this. You feeling energetic is different. You feeling bubbly is different. But when you're feeling flighty, and you know what I mean, when you're all over the place, it just seems like some shit, that's demons popping in and out. That's projections. You better watch who you connected to, what you're feeling at that time, and based upon who's connected to you, right? So be mindful, because there's certain people that did certain things towards you, that those demons are at them right now. And they're thinking about you, because they knew that these are the demons that they sent to you. So if they not around you and those demons are attacking them, they know that they done messed up in what side of the karmic cycle that they're in, right? So there's certain people, chosen ones, that are trying to bring you back into energy because they need you. They fighting demons. There's some of them that need, you was giving them advice before, and now they need to know what's coming towards them, because they know karma and consequences, and they paranoid because they don't know how it's going to hit, when it's going to hit, but they feel some shit about to get real. So now they're going to try to come to you for you to assist them through it. Absolutely not, because what they are going through is what they intended to you. But when you prayed on God to show certain things to you, you're going to see that. So there's certain people, their health's about to fail. Y'all had nothing to do with you. Although you're not wishing it on these individuals, some of them were wishing the worst on you. Some of these people were actually trying to poison you. There's some of you that were in the same household as people that were really trying to poison you, have you sick. There's certain people that were giving people information about you that could have been a risk at your life. There's certain people that was telling people personal things about you that, again, that could have cost you your life. They was almost like selling your information, in a sense, for monetary gain, telling certain things about you to your opposition, and you wondering where that came from. So chosen ones, just know everything's getting revealed, but you living in your truth, you being authentically you. See, that's why people were so judgmental of you, but no matter how they judged you, your shit was front and center for everybody to see. So that's the difference. They was putting on a perception, and now they about to get exposed for those things. So there's some people that was trying to act like you was so evil. Oh, called you a witch because you was intuitive. Called you a witch because you had that healing energy. Called you all of these. Called you hoes. Called you scammers. Called you gold diggers and masculines. I'm talking about you too, because there's certain masculine energies that was talking down about you, or certain friends that were really foes that were trying to keep you from getting close to people. There's certain people you starting to realize, chosen ones, that they were talking foul about people because they wanted to keep you for themselves. There's certain people that deliberately wanted to keep certain relationships apart, just so that they had an opportunity to prevail. So just be mindful, okay? Now, with me saying this, there's certain friends that you're going to find out that they was messing around with your past person. Again, they was a secret op. There's certain people that you're starting to realize every time you told them certain positive things that you had going on, all of a sudden it started to stop. There's certain people that you're going to realize were, again, selling you out for a certain success, so they thought, but it's the end of an evil era. Certain things are getting changed around. So with that being said, chosen ones, you're about to get put in your position. This abundance is coming to you. You ain't have to do what they did to get it. As far as certain individuals, they're getting exposed for fraud. Why you think God's having them? See, there's certain things that you don't know, and you're wondering why God's having people get removed out your life. Certain things you don't even need to ask about, chosen ones, because there's certain shit that's in too deep that you don't even need to know a little hint of those things. Because had you knew, it would have threw you off guard. If you realized how close to the devil that your ass really was, you may have felt a little, you understand, it may have hit a little different. So, chosen ones, there's certain things that's getting presented, but also people that are getting pushed out of position. See, now you about to align with your true divine people. This is certain relationships that's coming in. And with me saying this, chosen ones, let me see. Okay, so because I'm wondering if I want to bring the messages together or do separately. Let me ask you, let me see. Do you want me to do let me see. Okay, so let me say this, chosen ones. I'm going to break this down into 2 videos, all right? So this is going to be the first, but we're going to also go into another one, okay? Because I just want to make sure you already know, right? So let me say this, chosen ones. There's certain individuals that are getting pushed out of your life for a reason. You understand me? These are people that were draining you. These are people that were speaking spells on you. See, that when I say speaking spells, chosen one, some of y'all just think as far as hoodoo, voodoo, all of that. No. There's some people that are speaking spells on you, negative stuff, with ill intentions behind it. Lies are spells too, but hear me out, chosen ones. There's certain people that's getting pushed out of your life because of who's about to get presented to you. So there's certain cycles that's going to end. When I say this, because there's going to be certain connections with mothers, aunties, family. I keep saying aunties, so some of y'all, that's a confirmation for you. But there's some of you chosen ones that you're starting to realize that you were the source for a lot of satanic shit, and you didn't realize who you was giving your energy to, in a sense. You were lighting up a lot of dark ass rooms that were working against you, in the same rooms that those people didn't invite you in, but they had ill intentions pertaining to you. You were providing the light for the room for these people to attack you. Right now, hear me out. See, chosen ones, there's some of you that were sparing individuals, praying on behalf of them, praying for their strength, praying that they get through certain things, not even realize why they was experiencing it. See, some of you chosen ones, again, it's the end of the evil ever, and it's going to start with the source. So there's some of you chosen ones that your mother may have been the cause, your father could have been, whatever the case may be, God's exiting them out for what you're about to receive, right? Now, I say this, chosen ones, because wherever the past is present, the future is going to be absent, because you're claiming that past energy, right? So you still, there's certain song, now we're going to get into it, right? I say this because there's some of you chosen ones, when you hear a certain song, that song just disgusts you. It makes you think about that past individual you was with, or that friend that you used to be connected with, whatever the case may be, right? You giving that person too much power. You need to take that back. There's some of you chosen ones that certain nicknames you got on the shelf because of so-and-so that you used to call as well. You need to take that back. See, you still having that person exist in your life, exist in your thoughts. That's still having, holding that spot from your person from coming in, right? Now, hear me out, chosen ones. Again, where your past is present, your future is absent. So say, for instance, chosen ones, that you ordered a new couch. Your old couch is breaking down. See, chosen ones, if that new couch comes today, right? If you place that order in, so you didn't found the perfect couch in the sense that you wanted, right, chosen ones? See, divine timing is key, and I'm going to break it down to you. See, there's some of you chosen ones that right now you waiting for love to arrive, right? Hear me out. This could be in various forms. This could be romantically. This could be love from as far as certain job positions, hard work that you put in. You want your business to boom based upon the things that you've been doing. Certain appreciation, acknowledgement, whatever the case may be. So you seeking for love, chosen ones. So that's almost like you getting on Amazon and you looking at the best thing, or you getting online and you looking into the best thing, right? See, when you're looking, you go through certain possibilities, right? So when you're asking for love, chosen ones, you go through various options. See, if you don't read the description well, you might purchase the wrong one. Now, this one then came and went. You done spent money and it felt wasted, and now you got to look at another one again. See, if you learn from that previous experience, you'll do your research this time. But some of you could feel like you in a rush in a sense, right? So again, you start ordering certain things that don't appeal to you, that don't have value to you, right? So hear me out. And I say this because there's some of you that's requesting for love. So you had to look around, right? This is various options that presented itself. You were looking for love. Now you started to actually listen, take time. You wasn't rushing into it. You started reading descriptions, right? So this is you not rushing into for certain love. Whereas before you end one, you got to jump in another one again because you want this new person to make you forget about the past person instead of you purging their ass from your system. I'm just saying. There's some of you want this person to make this other person feel whatever the case may be, right? Now hear me out, chosen one. So you could have rushed into certain stuff, or you could have read the description, where now you're starting to read the signs. If initially when you connect to them, they be a negative towards you, then you know that that's something that you don't want. Let me see the reviews. How does this person, they outside life, or how they are to other individuals, how does that reflect on you? Or let me look at their ways. Let me see if certain signs that God's showing you, right? So you know, chosen ones, before you even got online, the things that you were looking for. You said you want a bigger couch. Or you wanted a couch that was shaped like this, the color of that. You had certain descriptions already that you want, certain preferences, right? Now hear me out, chosen ones. That's the same pertaining to certain love. You started to go based upon past experiences, what you had, what worked for you. You started to realize the other shit did. You started to realize what it is that you're looking for, not other people's opinion. Because the other couch, your mother could have recommended it, but it was ugly as shit. The other couch was expensive, but it wasn't comfortable. The other couch was this, whatever the case may be. Now you starting to see what works for you. Now you might even change the color palette that you like based upon the past partner may not like that. Now you living by yourself. Now you can do things that you want for yourself, or you're aligning with somebody who thinks like you, so you can purchase things with this individual. Now hear me out, chosen ones. I say this, right? Because with that being said, you are now getting a full description of what love looks like for you, how it feels in a sense, right? So you done made your list of things prior to you getting on, or prior to you ordering on the things that you want that are non-negotiable, right? So at this point in time, chosen ones, you're selecting that item. Now, when I say it's all about divine timing, because you could sit there and select a day that's not reasonable for you. So if that love was to come tomorrow, are you ready for it? If that new furniture was to come tomorrow, is there room for it? Or do you still have that old shit in replace of it, right? So if that new couch was to come tomorrow, you would still have to worry about that new couch getting put on, that old couch getting put out, so that your new couch ain't outside in the elements getting tore down, whatever the case may be, or make sure that you're there to receive it, right? See, that's what's happening right now in divine timing. You could know that there's a position that you want to fulfill. There's something that you want to fulfill, but are you ready for it? Have you cleared out the space? Have you prepared yourself or your surroundings for those things, chosen ones? I really had to ask you, because if not, again, chosen ones, that new person is not going to be able to come in your life. That new position is not going to get put in your life because you're not prepared for it. It's all about divine timing. So when are you ready for it? There's some of you chosen ones where, again, you've been praying for love since you was with that past person. But you were praying for love from them, or you thought was going to come from them. So you was praying, please, God, let my partner truly love me, start to show love towards me. You was praying for it, but you was praying for it to come through somebody it wasn't going to come from. So you was praying for it, but you was at the wrong end of the receiving, right? You needed to turn your ass around and see, like, this is where the exit is coming. This is where it's coming to you, right? So there's some of you chosen ones again. You were asking for love. It's about to arrive, but it's arriving faster than expected. I need you to know that before you pray, you need to look around and see if you prepared. That's like you texting so-and-so talking about, I miss you, but you assuming that person wouldn't be on their way to you. You talking about, oh, I wish she was laid up right here. Oh, well, shorty, you ain't even cleaned the room yet, and they talking about on my way. Now you looking stupid. Now you looking crazy and shit. So right now, chosen ones, this is equivalent to prep yourself. So the same way, chosen ones, if you was expecting company, you need to start cleaning this shit up. Because if so-and-so say they about to pull up now, you be standing outside of your house looking dumb, and they be looking at you like, what's up? Because now you been out here thugging rugged. Now you been living dingy and dirty. Now they coming, and now you gotta, you gonna feel rushed and shit. Like, oh, no. Because you shouldn't have been texting or what you was texting if you wasn't going to be about it, all right? So you say you was ready. Prep yourself. This is the time. Chosen ones, some of you, this might be the time to prep yourself for real, okay? The lotion ain't touched that neck, get that shit together. There's some of you chosen ones where, now you know better. You're not washing that ass. Now, you don't need a special occasion to do that. It don't matter if you went anywhere. You done walked your ass from that refrigerator back to that room and flopped your ass down several times. That was friction. Wash that ass. All right? We ain't talking about no bird bath either. You need to get that. Okay? I'm just saying, no reason why your rag should be on arthritis and that soap lasted a few months. The calculations ain't adding up. The amount of times that you... No. So get it together. Some of you, again, I'm just saying, get it together. Some of you chosen ones, you keep talking about you smell a smell. What is that? Is something in the house? Whole time it's that scalp. Clean it up. Your braids is sour, Meek. Okay, you got the Meek Millies under the bundles, and it's sour. Get it together. You've been smelling funk. Now you done turned up, then blamed it on your kids, then blamed it on this. Whole time it was your stinky braids. It was your braids that was sour. It's no reason it should be mildew in your shit. Get it together, all right? There's some of you, we just going to talk about it, all right? We just going to talk about it. I'm just saying, all right? Because you need to prep. Because if your partner somebody, you on his way, she on his way, what you going to do then? Now you got years and months and all that of that just built up. Get it together, okay? Get it together. So right now is prep yourself. Prep yourself. I see the partners might even not come to your house. But it's just the fact that that energy's in there. See, some of you been feeling slumped, been feeling tired, don't have the energy to clean. And it's because your ass didn't clean. I understand, chosen ones, because again, if somebody's stressed out, I'm not doing all that shit. Figure it out, all right? We got you talking about, I'm just saying, chosen ones, because there's some people. Listen, you better cut it out. How Whitney said, you better lay low. You better lay low. Because what you talking about? You talk about dishes in the sink, motherfucker. We talking about bills that need to get paid. We talking about money in the bank. You out here, so some of you, I understand you was stressed the fuck out, but you gonna have to clear out that energy, because demonic energy stays in dirt, okay? So I understand what you're saying. Again, if it's either you stressing about them dishes in the sink or we trying to get monies in the bank, then you gonna have to do what you do, okay? So some shit may not get cleaned up till you get your mind together. It is what it is. Somebody see some shit and do some shit, okay? That's just what it is. But no, all jokes aside, chosen ones, you pay attention to your mind. Certain things, don't stress yourself out. Somebody, aren't you going to do? Well, aren't you, motherfucker? You see, I'm glad your eyes work too. Get it together. Don't be stressing about this. But some of you chosen ones, your energy is way down based upon that. Because demonic energy stays in clutter, stays in chaos. So you'll feel better when you do clean up. So just take whatever energy that you can day by day. Get it together. Just get it resituated. You're getting yourself prepared. Some of y'all about to go in a new place. God's about to have you throw everything away. Y'all about to get in a new location. So be open, okay? Now, with me saying this, the things that you were praying for are about to get presented quick. So divine timing is at play. Use this time to prep yourself. You talking about you want love. Are you ready to give it? Are you ready to receive it? There's some of you, are you ready to come take what comes with that? Which means certain people that are going to be mad seeing y'all together, that there's going to be certain people sending you negative energy, but you got to be able to reflect, steer away from those things. God is clearing out right now. There's some of you that guys remove a certain family and friends because the person that comes in is not going to work well with them. Why? Because your person may be intuitive, or your person may be able to put, whatever the case may be, or this could be you, where you may, negative energy. It's a trigger. You're not going to be able to be around it. So God's going to have them get removed. There's certain people, we're going to talk about it. There's some of you that got parents that act like they your partner. Act like they your lover. Your mother talking about how, that's not a partner she'll select. Ma'am, you do not have a good track record. Okay? So do not tell me shit about that. There's certain people that are telling you, not females just out for you. It's sick. So some of y'all got family that mothers and fathers that try to act like your lovers. Cut that shit out. They want you to pay for their bills. Don't want you to pay for nobody else. They don't want you with that person. They want you around. It's like, it look like you want a lover, man. And 911 with your, because I'm reporting it. What are you talking about? You acting like, no, you're acting like a lover. Cut it down. You out here to dress your son up like how they say dress your child up like the motherfucker who walked out. That's not the response. There's some of you chosen ones where you've been the man of the house since that man walked out of the house. That is not your responsibility. Your mother needs to figure the F out. You're not ready. You out here. She mad at everybody that you have coming in, not because they're not good for you, but because she thinks that they're going to take the. It's just a sick ass thing. There's some of you that got siblings and friends that are like that too. They going to try to deter you from anybody that's truly good for you. See, chosen ones. I tell you, there's some of you that say, friends over your partner. You ain't in line with your divine person yet. See, I can tell you this. Soon as my divine person calls, all right, I'm going to holler at y'all fucking tomorrow. Like, I'm going, There's some people that try to, chosen ones, if they had the opportunity to have love, they would be doing that to you. That's why I say God is showing you certain intuition. I'm giving you intuition and the truth about individuals that was connected to you. He's giving you an opportunity to choose before he gives the option to them. So there's some family right now that they trying to say, Don't talk to this person. Don't do this. Won't do this. They telling you not to take risks because it's benefiting them for you to stay restricted. But as soon as something, they get an opportunity or get that same opportunity with you, they going to choose to do what it is that you got presented to do but chose not to because your loyalty to this individual. You better cut that shit out. You talking about, oh, nah, I'm not going to move because if I move, so-and-so don't have. Okay, but as soon as they get an opportunity, they going to move. And guess what you going to be doing there? Looking stupid, feeling a certain type of way. Why? You got the first choice. You declined it. Now they got that same opportunity presented and they took that. Now you mad. Why? You got that opportunity. You better cut it out. There's some of you that, thank you, beautiful. God been telling you about that person wasn't for you. That you get an opportunity to somebody that's truly for you comes and it may cross timelines where you could be with somebody, chosen ones, your karmic person that God already told you was not your person. You could be with a karmic. God said that this person's not for you. He presents your true divine person to you, and you have a choice whether or not you're going to leave that past person that you seen was as far as no progression, toxicity, and all of that. God's like, okay, are you going to choose them or are you going to choose you? Walk away from this individual and go with somebody who actually values you, somebody who aligns with you, somebody who is designed for you, right? Chosen ones, there's some of you that chose, nah, you wasn't going to do that. You wasn't going to leave them. You was going to be loyal. Now they start deceiving. Now they left you. Now they sat there and broke your ass down when you had an opportunity to initially break free from this individual. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you. So you have to know that God is going to guide you an opportunity. And I say this, chosen ones, because God provides you the truth. Who are you going to listen to? God or satanic ass individuals? You're going to have to think about that. The enemy will try to keep you complacent. They'll try to give you just enough to shut you up. So this is like the enemy, which is some of you, your family, some of you's the job, some of it's the friends, the atmosphere that you're around, the way of thinking, certain people putting into. Listen to this. There's some of you chosen ones where they didn't sat there and put you in a cage. You got wings. You're designed to fly. But because they could be certain lizards, because they certain serpents, because they some snake ass energy, because they don't have the ability to fly, they'll try to teach you not to use your wings. So they'll give you just enough, some food there, a toy or two, enough water to just to quench that thirst, but not fully replenish you. They'll give you just enough for you to feel like you're okay to stay where you're at. You're just getting by, and that's just enough for them to keep you in that cage so that you're not flying and going to your highest soaring high. So you're not going to see the world. So you're not being yourself. There's certain people that are mentally keeping you restricted because they know as soon as certain people see you, chosen ones, they going to choose you. They going to fly with you. There's certain people that are going to raise their elevation as well just to sit there and be up there soaring with you, chosen ones. So there's certain individuals don't realize when you get in your divine energy, you going to soar so fly that you don't even got to do no work. Thank you. That's exactly, baby, perfect timing. I'm trying to tell you because you're going to soar so far, high that you ain't even going to have to use your wings. God's just guiding you. You done sat there and did all that work to climb and fight through those breezes and fight through all of that animosity, certain tests that were sent to you, as far as ill intentions that were sent to it, whatever the case may be. God's going, you sit there and get your elevation, your energy so high, chosen ones, everything's going to come towards you. You understand me? So stay positive. But I do want to say this, chosen ones, I do have to get up out of here because I do have a few coaching sessions to do. I love you. I did add time as well for you. So the link's in my bio. But chosen ones, I'm telling you right now, keep flying. Don't let nobody hold you down. Don't let no fears restrict you. Where you going to is divinely aligned for you. It's all happening, all right? Love you, babies. Y'all continue to be great.